I'm James from Oil Free Wellington, and we're here today at Pounamu looking at some of the examples of fracking in the region. You can see one behind me, and we've also been hearing from locals about the impacts of fracking on their community.
They're breaking, the venue's just turned in, they're breaking for lunch about 20 minutes. So the idea is to walk over there, together, get there when they break for lunch at the latest, and leave it last time. Beautiful placards, as we painted last night, grab a placard. We've got a few chants in our heads. There's some media down there, so TV3 I think are going to come. I was suggesting that Emily can be a spokesperson for the TV3. Daily News, Radio New Zealand are here too and keen to talk to people, so I think the message is we as Climate Justice are keen to push messages around climate change. We think fossil fuels need to stay in the ground to ensure a future of our planet, so that's kind of where our group's coming from, but you know, anything goes. Whatever kaupapa you're working on, it's all good. We need to stop this drilling madness around the Maunga and around the Motu and around the world. So that's where we're at. Thanks for coming.
So what's New Zealand fracking for? 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's time for us to lock the gate. It's time for us to lock the gate. We don't want your fracking fate. We don't want your fracking fate. Lock the gate before it's too late. Lock the gate before it's too late. No more fracking is our call. No more fracking is our call. Mother Earth is home for all. Mother Earth is home for all. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's New Zealand fracking for? What's New Zealand fracking for?
Hooray! I'm James, this is Emma, Kate, and others as well. We're all here from Wellington, and it's great to be here and support all of you in your local struggle. Thank you all, and continue to be strong. Kia kaha. Thank you. It's great to see you. It's lovely to meet you at last. It's wonderful to see the people who are doing this sort of thing and meet them in a face-to-face way. So it's good to see this happening around the country. I guess I don't need to say a great deal about what is wrong and why we're here. But the one thing I would say, this does come down to that message of system change, not climate change. Where what is occurring is private wealth, greed being put before the well-being of the most vulnerable people in this country. Profit being put before planet, and profit being put before people. So if we're looking at the actual issue, what we're talking about is a system which puts profit before people, which puts profit before the planet, and that's what we're seeing with these companies. It's not some laudable goal in terms of Todd. Shell does not have some positive altruistic motives. It's greed, and it is greed at the expense of everyone else. Thank you very much.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Does anybody else want to speak?
We've got people from around the Maunga here, from Whanau, from out the coast, from the other side of the mountain, people come up from Wanganui, from the Manawatu, over from Gisborne, people up from Wellington and the Kapiti coast, and messages. There's communities rising across the globe for climate justice. We have to keep fossil fuels in the ground if we want to ensure a future for this planet and ensure a future for our mokopuna and children. Hence our message today. Hey, hey, ho, ho, dirty drilling's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, dirty drilling's got to go. Hey, ho, dirty drilling's got to go. The thing is, these guys want to go out for lunch and have a smoke out here, and with us being here, they can't have their smoke. And the point really is that these guys don't have a social license to operate in our region. These guys are all about obtaining a social license to do their dirty drilling. They don't have it, and they won't get it from our communities. We're into climate justice. We're into keeping fossil fuels in the grounds to ensure a future and for our children and the well-being of our planet. Hence we say climate justice.
Aye.
Is their consciences getting too much for them?
This is our land, not your land. This is our children's future, not your full wallet. The oil in the ground needs to stay in the ground. We want healthy children, not children poisoned by your work, by your greed. We say you need to go home and count the money you already have. Be satisfied with the wealth that you already hold, because this is our land and this is our children's future, and you do not have a license to operate here. And we will resist you at every turn, because our children and our water is worth fighting for.
A few days ago, climate warriors from across the Pacific nations gathered in Newcastle in Australia, blockading huge coal ships in the port of Newcastle. These are warriors from many of the Pacific islands that are dealing with the direct effects of climate change, direct effects of this drilling. These islands, they are drowning. However, their message is, we're not drowning, we're fighting back. And I think that is the message from communities across the world who are resisting against fossil fuel extractions. All across the world, on all continents, there is resistance growing against these dirty companies and the regulators that sit behind them and the governments who enable this kind of thing to go forward. We want a system change, we want systemic change in order to stop climate change. System change, not climate change! System change, not climate change! System change, not climate change!